here with Joanna Lohman for the Washington Spirit, just topped us 2-0. I wanted to ask you about this season. I mean, you're leading scorer.
Not leading scorer, second leading scorer.
Second leading scorer.
Yes.
Well, great. Another stat that I got wrong on the broadcast. But it's been a great attacking season for you. And looking back at your career with Penn State, the U21s, 3 seasons in WPS, and now 4 seasons with NWSL, it's like you're redefining your role.
I believe in 10,000 hours working to become a master at something. So I feel like those hours are finally accumulating. And I'm so happy in Washington. It's where I'm from. It's where I grew up. So I think I've found my role, and I understand my role, and I care about this team so much. So I play with I feel like so much heart and passion, and hopefully that shows in the field, and it's starting to the luck's starting to turn my way.
Talk about the game tonight.
I think it was really hot, and we had a long break, so we had a little bit of rust. So you're working through that rust, and you could see in the first half a few of our passes were off, a few inches off, and we're all trying to get back into this rhythm that we had before we left. So I'm happy we won. It wasn't the prettiest game, that's for sure. We still have a lot to work on, but it's really important to come on the road and get 3 points.
Talk about playing without most of the national teamers. Of course, you had some of your internationals, but the Spirit did really well in that July stretch.
I think we have a very deep squad, and the discrepancy between players is so minuscule. So I give all credit to the national team players, but we have players that didn't get as many minutes as they wanted that I feel like are of equal quality. So to have them be able to come in, we didn't really miss a beat. They stepped in. They were a huge difference maker for us, and I think that we got some really great games and some great wins in that span.
Now, you looked at women's pro soccer from the business perspective. I remember you wrote a paper on it several years back, and I know you're involved in outside businesses now. So from a business perspective, if you could be a commissioner or be in charge of the league, what would you do in year 5?
I would try to get some minimum standards throughout the league to make sure that
higher minimum standards.
Yes, that each team is well taken care of, and the players have a baseline or a foundation of resources and facilities, just so we see a little bit more consistency across the board. I'd like to see more, like you guys have, more MLS connections. I think that's going to be massive going forward. To be able to use those resources that the men have and the fan base, and it just carries over so easily. So I think that's kind of the wave of the future, but I think we're moving in a sustainable direction, which is good to see. We don't have huge staffs, we're not playing in huge stadiums, and I think we're understanding our budget a bit more. So I think it would just be bringing up the minimum quality for each and every player.
Last question, fun question. Your predictions for the medal matches tomorrow?
Medal matches. So I am going to take Germany over Sweden. I just think Sweden's luck is going to run out. I just don't think they can do it 3 times in a row. And I think a European team will know how to play against that system a lot better than South American and American team. And then I'm going to take Brazil. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Marta. She's probably the best player I've ever played against. I have a lot of respect for her. She's beaten me so many times, and I'd like to see her win a medal in her home country. So that's who I'll take.
Thanks. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.